To kick us off, I'm going to throw it to Molly, who's going to talk a little bit about assumption-based development, what it is, and why we at the Garage Group have leaned into this as a way of learning more about how best to get ideas refined and tested before we push them further along in their journey in getting to market.
Thanks, Heather. So one of the reasons we really love using the assumption-based development approach is it is allowing you to learn on multiple ideas at the same time. So the way that we structure assumption-based development at the Garage Group is identifying all of the assumptions you have about any number of ideas. Typically, we'll run 4 to 6 ideas at the same time. Identifying all of the assumptions that you have about that idea, really grounded in the business model canvas. So once you've gone through the activity of building out your business model canvas, thinking through all of the things that would need to be true about your idea to successfully bring it to market, we have teams then kind of take a step back and say, what are the assumptions we have about these ideas that we need to prove or disprove to continue moving this idea forward? So thinking through a number of different assumptions: desirability, so does your consumer want this? Feasibility, do you have the ability to do this internally? And then viability, are you able to make money on something like this? So by identifying all of the assumptions you have about that idea and building experiments against those assumptions, you're able to move your idea forward in a way that allows you to de-risk it quickly and for a cheaper cost. So what we like to do, our principles of research are really understanding, how much do I actually need to spend on an experiment? What does my base size really need to be? And at the beginning of the process of testing these assumptions, you really don't need to talk to a ton of consumers. You don't need to spend a lot of time building out a prototype. You don't need to spend a ton of money on a study. What you need to do is learn really quick and fast on what that riskiest assumption is that would make or break your idea. So again, this is just a way that we structure how we're experimenting and how we're de-risking our ideas as they get closer and closer to market, and really just put some structure around how you're conducting those experiments.